And welcome once again to another episode of Stu Ham Productions presents
J&M, Solve the World.
Alcohol Review.
I am James.
Sorry.
And I am Matt. And
Remind me.
the
I think Andrew's been into the alcohol early.
Well, I got
may have been because he doesn't know the flow of how things work.
Well, I'm
We do
sorry,
the intro.
My bad.
We do our intros, and then I introduce him, but I don't even have to do that now.
Oops, sorry about that.
And as a matter of fact, just for that,
I was waiting for the crickets.
No crickets.
no crickets.
You don't deserve crickets.
Nope.
Oh, whoa. Wait a minute. I deserve crickets.
Says who?
Says me. Because I was wrong. I'm sorry. My bad.
I mean, I even put my glasses on.
Uh-oh.
And
I'm
I'm looking at our sign,
Uh-huh.
and I don't see an A anywhere on there.
Oh.
I mean, at all.
Right. Yeah.
What was I thinking? Oh, shit. Sorry. My bad.
Okay, James,
Yes.
why don't you tell us what we are sampling tonight?
Well, this is something that our cohort here brought over.
The A, that's not, yeah. No. Thank you. He finally brought out the crickets. Hot damn.
It is a selection of Dewar Scotch.
Mm-hmm.
The first bottle is a Japanese Smooth.
Yes.
Second one is a French Cask Smooth.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one is a Caribbean Smooth.
Okay.
Now, I haven't been reading up on the inner part like you have about how these were. Is the Japanese aged in like sake casks?
The Japanese Smooth has a Mizunara oak cask finish. Now, each one of these is aged 8 years. And
Not bad.
they're each 80 proof, so 40% alcohol.
Nothing flavored about them at all, as far as
Well, there's the
like a peanut butter or a chocolate or nothing. I mean, it's just how it's aged in whatever cask.
right, but then it's got the nose and the
Right.
palate and the flavor.
But I mean, it's a straight Scotch. It's not a flavored, like a flavored
Correct.
whiskey or something.
Right, flavor's not added into it.
Right.
Flavor,
Is in the barrels and
yeah, the casks,
how they
and-
ferment
yeah.
it and all that good stuff. Yeah.
So this actually gives steps on how to taste
Damn.
your Scotch.
Oh,
Yes.
I did not mean to be so complicated by this. but
Step 1.
Uh-huh.
Choose a glass, red wine. Fuck that. You're choosing a crystal clear glass so you can see the color.
Fairly light.
Okay.
Fairly light.
Step 2. Nose the whiskey to discover the subtle notes of each unique cask finish.
Smells like Scotch.
not bad. No. Not bad.
Okay. Step 3. After each sip, add a tiny amount of water to reveal the more delicate flavors.
Do we want some regular water, or is that basically
Yeah.
it's just water? It's not
Yeah,
like
it's
that
mountain spring water.
It's not that
Nope.
red can that we had up in St.
Nope.
Louis. Okay.
It's not carbonated.
Okay.
No, it's just straight water.
Okay.
I just think it's awesome to add liquid death to my pre-workout in the morning.
All right, there you go. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So we'll do a
let-
little sip,
We'll do a little sip.
add a little water.
We'll add a little water, and then we'll do another sip, or we'll finish off, and then we will give our rating, and then move on.
Okay.
Sound good?
We may have to make some pauses to get more ice.
Yeah, maybe. Salud.
Salud.
Not bad.
It's pretty smooth.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Shaken, not stirred.
Okay, so what are some of the flavors? I mean, okay, what are you tasting that's different with the Japanese Smooth than a regular Dewar's?
It's smoother.
Okay.
I mean, it's not as bitey as like the regular white label. But this, I mean, I think it's only aged 36 months or something. Well, this is aged 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
As far as flavors go, I can't. I mean, it's just smooth. It's nice.
Right.
Yeah,
You know.
I'd buy that. I don't know. Woody or
Right.
fruity or whatever.
It's
but,
got a woody bouquet.
So
I don't know anything about that, but it's not bad.
So according to Dewar's, the nose is a heather and honey.
Okay.
Now, I've known some heathers that tasted like honey.
Well, I've not had that opportunity, but some people have.
The palate, subtle woody notes of sandalwood and cinnamon. I
don't
didn't.
know.
I didn't.
I didn't notice any
I
cinnamon.
didn't
No.
taste any cinnamon, but they may have been there. Then I didn't know. I didn't notice.
And then the finish is approachable and smooth with floral and honey profiles.
Okay.
I don't know.
I might have noticed all that if I hadn't had anything to eat or drink today. But probably
Well-
not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Because, it is at the end of the day.
Yes.
We've had food.
Mm-hmm.
I've had coffee. You've had
Yeah.
your preferred
Yeah. Red beverage.
red beverage, and
Yeah.
we've had a couple other drinks,
Maybe.
maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, my cheap scotch, but
Yeah, same here.
and then like I say, we're not fucking connoisseurs.
No.
So,
No. By no means are we experts
but
in anything.
what do you think? Because you're not a scotch drinker.
Right. So initially, I do. It is smoother than a normal Scotch that I've tried, like the 12-year and the 18-year white label that you had, the little bottles.
Right,
and we've
right.
tried those.
Right. But we tried them hot. We didn't try them over ice too.
Right. And it was more of a shot, not an actual drink.
Right.
And I've got to say that, again, not necessarily a drink of choice, but I could definitely get down.
In a pinch, you'd be okay with it.
Not even in a pinch.
Yeah.
I would say.
I mean, if you had no ginger ale or no cranberry,
No,
you could drink one of these.
what I'm saying. Snow on the ground. Hot tubs going.
Yeah.
Nice scotch and a fucking stogie.
Exactly.
Because you're not going to want to get up out of the hot tub to go fix another glass.
Why do you think when the hot tub was going that we bring a bottle and a bottle of water and a bucket of ice? You want to get out just to go make a drink.
Right.
I mean,
right. But I mean, that's.
You want your whole 20 minutes in there.
Yeah.
You're going to have to refill.
I've got a 4-pack of Stogies.
It's called the kit.
In my bag right now.
Well, goddamn, dude. Scotch review.
Well, I didn't know that I needed them.
Well, we may have to take a break to get more ice to do. I mean, we got 2 more to go.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, I know where they're at.
All right.
I guarantee you that shit.
Sweet.
Let's finish these off.
All right.
Salud.
Good friends, good whiskey, good times right here.
By all.
You bet your ass. Not bad. Not bad at all.
My only concern now is, can I find a 5th bottle of this?
Now that I don't know.
You know,
I found these in a.
I've seen these.
You opened the,
Yeah, the gift package.
Yeah,
pack of them. Up.
I've seen these gift pack. And I almost pulled the trigger on them a couple weeks before you did.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You brought because I looked down. I'm like,
I bought them at Mays. Oh,
right.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
I don't know if I should say that or not, but yeah, I bought them at Mays.
That's where we get our Trader Vic's.
Right.
I'll say this. Adding that little bit of water, it smoothed it out. I mean, I know it's Scotch, and definitely not like a whiskey. I mean, because
It's not a bourbon.
Right. There was no burn in there or anything like that.
I mean, Scotch can have a burn depending on the quality.
Scotch is a whiskey.
Well, anything over 40 proof is whiskey, technically.
Well, no.
But Scotch is Scotch.
Right.
Bourbon is bourbon.
Yep. Whiskey is
Kentucky straight whiskey or straight whiskey. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
a whiskey is looser with their rules, whereas what differentiates a Scotch from a whiskey is the same thing that a tequila is differentiated from a Zura.
it's made in Scotland.
Exactly. Yeah. A Scotch is because it's made in Scotland. A tequila.
From what I understand on Scotch, there is one river.
Yes.
Where all the Scotch in the world comes from.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 7, 8 distilleries on that river, and that's where all the Scotch in the world comes from that one river in Scotland.
And a tequila cannot be made in the United States. It has to be made in Mexico.
I'd buy that.
Now, the difference between a whiskey and a bourbon is the percentage of corn. I believe it's the percentage of corn to rye and wheat and all that.
But then you get your blended or straight.
Yes.
And you have that in Scotch, too.
Yeah.
You have your single malts. You have your blended, which Dewar's is a blended Scotch.
Okay.
But then you get your single malts.
Yeah.
You know, and there's some guys that will not drink anything but a single malt Scotch.
Right.
But to me, Scotch has a cleaner flavor to it than bourbon does.
Yes.
If you're just drinking it straight.
Mm-hmm.
And you can probably tell that. I mean, because a bourbon's got more of that charcoaly, thicker.
Yeah.
It's my best way to describe it. It's a thicker taste to it or something.
And that's why
it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because I can drink Jesse over the rocks.
Yes.
And other good, Crown or whatever other good bourbons over the rocks. But I prefer Scotch because to me it's a little cleaner.
Right.
You know?
But there's a reason why I don't like the Tennessee sipping whiskey, if you will, from that supposed dry county.
Yeah.
Because it has too much of a charcoal flavor.
Right.
And I like the charcoal flavor on my steak, not in my drink.
Right. And you want that from the sear and not added charcoal.
Yes.
Which is kind of like that Tennessee sipping whiskey you're talking about. It's almost like
they've charred the barrel.
If you poured a lot of liquid smoke over your steak before you grilled it, then it's excess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they also char their barrels more than most do.
Right.
But let's
do we want to, since we got some ice, do we want to try the French?
Well,
session break.
No. We gotta rate this one. Before we can move on to the French.
Okay, sorry. My bad.
So you guys rate. I'm gonna pour while it sets.
Okay. I mean, I was surprised, and just I thought it was going to have a sake flavor to it since it said Japanese or something, you know. So I was kind of, overthinking it in my head before we started. But I'm going to give it a 7 because I think it's a nice. It's we've definitely had shittier Scotch, haven't we, Andy? Probably in this cup right here.
Yeah, right.
But
I'd buy that.
But I liked it.
Don't mind me.
And
I'm looking. I will turn it back around.
I'd even rate it above the regular white label Dewars. Like I say, I mean that's just. And there's a lot of guys out there, my Scotch drinking friends, that are going to say Dewars is trash.
Is that?
This is the French that we got in our glass right now.
Is this lined up?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good.
This is the.
Don't worry about these two.
No. I'm not going to turn around. What flavor is this one?
We're rating this one.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So
My
to
bad,
you,
my
Andrew,
bad.
what do you think?
Oh, you're going to put me on the spot first.
No, he already did his.
I give it a 7.
Oh, I'll give it a 7 also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going off of my experience with Scotch.
It's good. I'm a Scotch drinker, so sorry, Matt. I'm done. Go ahead.
Going off of my experience with Scotch, definitely the better flavor than what I have tried. So
To be honest, you're not a
yeah. I'm not a Scotch drinker.
Give it what you will.
I'm going to give it an 8.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
because like I said, that's something that I could see myself drinking.
Okay, cool.
Not on a regular basis, but it's definitely not something that I'm going to just get me a pull off of.
Right.
But setting down
Over ice. A little water in it. A lot more calorie friendly than what you normally drink.
Yeah. But for me, I think it has to be cool outside. If you live in the city, you're sitting out on your patio. You got a nice cigar, and you
might even, before you put the water in it, you might even take the tip of that cigar and dip in there a little bit, because you always wet it into after you clip it. Dip that in there. And yeah.
So,
Okay.
what is that? 22 out of 30. Not bad.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. So,
I was just not wanting to overrate until I tried all of them.
Yeah. So we'll remove this one.
The Japanese is gone.
The Japanese is gone. And now we're going to move on to the French cask. The French cask is apple brandy cask finish. Calvados is the tree that the cask is actually made out of.
Never heard of that, but okay.
It's in France,
It's in
obviously.
France, apparently, yeah.
Yeah. Now this one,
It's a mulberry.
So
so
what?
It's a mulberry.
so let's smell this one.
I think I can detect that hit of brandy. Is that what it said? It was a brandy.
Yeah, apple brandy cask.
Yeah. I think I can. Yeah. Maybe say apple. Yeah.
A little bit of a citrus.
Right.
I mean, I've got a big schnoz, so I might as well use it.
Well,
Of course, Andy couldn't smell the mango in that shit last week, you know, so.
I mean, if Andy's nose was a straw, he's drinking his scotch right now with
don't hold that
deep
against me. I'm sorry.
as deep as he's getting his nose into that glass. Yeah.
Just pour that out in the line, man. I'll be all right.
All right. So let's get us a sip, and then we'll add a touch of water,
Touch of water.
and then we'll go from there. Salud.
Salud.
Kudos. Sorry. My bad. My bad.
It's got a little more bite.
Yeah. Definitely.
Got a little more
Yeah, there it is.
bite to it.
Do that.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not like it just set your fucking world on fire like lighter
No.
fluid.
No.
Like that tequila we had at that meeting the other night.
Oh, what? You talking Monday?
Yeah.
Oh, that was, gasoline.
That would have served better in my Zippo than to drink.
Or in my pickup
Yeah.
going home.
But no, I
Anyway,
mean, I'm trying to think. I've had something that's
This
real
ain't bad.
similar to that. It's
What, to this?
yeah, in a Scotch that I've had before, like one of them Glens or whatever.
Oh,
Those fetishes,
Yeah.
you know.
Now, for me, this one definitely has more of a bite to it. I can feel it on the backside of my tongue more so than the last one. This it's not bad. I mean, it's definitely, again, like the last one, it doesn't have that whiskey or that bourbon burn
Right.
to it.
Right.
It is good. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna wait to give my final thoughts when drink a little bit more and with the added water to see if it does just change the flavor. I've been to a distillery in Nashville, and we were trying their White Dog whiskey. And, yeah, to drink it straight, it was like, holy fuck. I am fucking putting this shit in my truck, and we're driving all the way back to Clarksville. But then once you cut it with water, it was like, oh, okay. Okay. Still,
That's what I was telling.
I'm not starting a fire, but I'm keeping a fire going.
Right. It's like I was telling Howie the other night, and he likes his Crown and whatever, but he mixes it with Coke. And you mix your whiskeys with
ginger ale or cranberry,
cranapple.
Yeah, cranapple juice.
But I'm like, y'all don't really like the taste of whiskey because you're covering it up with your mixer. If you like the taste of your whiskey, all you're putting in it, if anything, is water.
Right.
Because, like you say, the water cuts some of the burn,
The bite
out of it. I mean, there's some scotches that I love just poured over ice and just and a true quote unquote Scotch drinker puts 3 cubes in, a shot and a half on top of it.
Right. I get that, but
bless you guys, and that's cool. But I like mine colder. Now, if the bottle was in the freezer and you poured it over 3 cubes of ice, sure,
no problem.
That'll work.
Pencil me in.
I got one better. And we have this ability.
Yes.
3 stones.
We do.
Because the stones...
Or bullets.
Yes.
We have the bullets, too.
But do we have 9 of them?
I don't know.
Because I know we have more than 9 stones.
Right.
And they've been in the freezer for a hot minute.
Yeah.
But, let's finish this one off. We'll take a short commercial break. And then when we come back...
We're going into the time machine?
Yeah. And then when when we come back, we will do... Because we're going to have to replenish the ice.
Right.
Right.
And then we'll try the Caribbean Smooth.
Or maybe Andy can find his cigars.
Maybe.
I know where they're at. I'll guarantee it.
Okay.
I've got a 4-pack.
Salud.
Salute, brothers.
That's pretty nice. With the water. Pretty much took it didn't have a bad burn, but there was a detectable burn from the first one. Water pretty much eliminated that. To me, it's got a little more flavor. And that's probably because of the apple brandy casks.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. I gotta give a rating.
Yep.
See, I rated the last one a 7. I want to go with a 7 on this too, because there's things I liked about the other one a little bit better, but there's things about this one after the water. I'm gonna rate them pretty much equal.
Okay. Andy?
7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay. This one, so far, I prefer the Japanese over the French.
Wow.
This I see coming out special occasion.
Okay.
Birth of a new child, new grandchild, wedding, huge milestone.
Okay.
You know, not something that I would want to drink.
Your anniversary sobriety.
This one, I got to go with a 7.
Okay.
Because I prefer the Japanese over the French. Still not bad. Not the. I mean, I still rank it up there. It's like high middle of the road for me.
Right.
Um,
You got to remember, and I went through this transition when I started drinking Scotch. It is a definite acquired taste.
yes. And you can't really, from what I've noticed, from the little bit of Scotch that I've actually drank, I can't see mixing it with anything.
No.
You know, like gin and juice or a whiskey and some drink with Coke or doing a highball.
When I first started drinking Scotch, it was my sister-in-law, Linda. Love you, Linda. Whenever I first went into the shrine, she's like, "Oh, you need to try Scotch," you know. And she had Chivets, which is a nice middle of the road price Scotch.
Right.
Right.
And I tried that first glass with water. I'm like, because I was a bourbon and 7 guy.
Yeah.
I'd have been a bourbon and Coke guy, but Coke gave me heartburn. We've
Right.
heard that story 100
Yeah.
times. And so the next one I mixed, I put 7-Up in it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that little redhead was going to kick my ass.
Oh.
Because you do not put fucking soda in your Scotch.
Okay.
I would rather be beat by
you could do a Scotch
you.
and soda,
Ugh.
but not a cola
Right.
or a 7-Up or
A soda pop.
right.
You use soda water.
Soda water. Yeah. And I'm like,
soda water.
okay.
Not, you know,
So, and I do admit when I put the 7-Up in it, it was like, this is wonky as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't taste nothing like Seagram 7 and 7-Up.
Right.
7 and 7's got that right.
it was like Monday at the meeting. I had a Scotch and water, and there was a lime.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they fucked it up with fruit.
No. The lime wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad, yeah.
Wasn't bad. You know, I don't know if I would do that all the time.
See, my wife was, whenever we first met,
The lime wasn't bad.
she was a vodka water.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay.
And usually when you order a vodka water, you get a lime wedge
Yes.
or a lemon wedge, either or. And she's like, vodka water, no fruit. She didn't want that. All she wanted was vodka water. You know.
Now, that was how I got my Scotch and water.
Mm-hmm.
I had 2.
Right.
There was a lime wedge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Did you squeeze it out in it?
No, I didn't squeeze it. I just, put it down in there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Straw.
Right.
Dink. I had 2, and I was done.
Right.
Because I had to drive home.
Well, yeah. Besides the 2 Mexican beers I had at that same meeting the 2 was $11 and something, almost $12.
Mine was.
We're talking 12-ounce beers. We're not talking the 24-ounce $16 beer I had in
I
St.
think
Louis.
mine were about $12, $13.
Right.
Something like that.
Yeah. And that's not bad for me.
Same deal.
Did they pour it?
Same deal.
Did they pour it good? I mean, could you taste the Scotch?
Yes, I could.
Really? Okay, cool. I don't mind
but
paying for it as long as I can taste a mixed drink. That's why a lot of times at a regular bar, I'll just order a beer.
Yeah.
Because you can't water down beer if the lid's still on it.
I didn't need a real, what's the word I'm trying to find?
Stout one?
I did not need a real stout drink.
Right. Well, I wasn't drinking until I wasn't driving until I got back to Buffalo that night.
You know, I had,
I had two beers and a lot of
good
fucking
drinks.
food.
You know, I was good. I drove home. I'm good.
I think we need to take a break.
Yeah.
All right.
So we got 21 out of 30
Yep.
on the French cask. And we're going to take a quick commercial break so we can refill the ice and we can get paid by our sponsor. But we'll be right back, folks. You stay right there.
Don't move.
Maybe.
Ha ha.
Hey, are you listening to J&M Solve the World yet? It's a podcast. Anywhere you can listen to the fucking things. Amazon, Apple, Spotify, the other Google fucking thing. Huh? I'll break your fucking head open. You listen to these guys. They're funny as shit. Okay? Do it now. Like it on YouTube. I'm gonna bash your fucking head in. Huh? Do you know who you fucking talking to over here? Turn it the fuck on and subscribe and like it, asshole.
Hey, is this your car?
Hi, I'm Uncle Baby Billy Weber. I'm CEO of Firefly Aerospace.
Oh, what do they do?
Well, we make rockets based off of schematics from ancient scripture.
Well, does that pay a lot?
Well, I'm glad you asked. See, after I pay my scientists, my lab coats, my whatnots, I make nothing. Zilch, nada.
Why do you do it?
Well, because I'm selfless and I want to help as many people as the good Lord will allow me.
And we are back. We grabbed us some stogies, and we've got the last bit of the scotch. And like James had said,
Well, it's not the last bit. It's just
No, the
next
last
flavor,
bottle.
The next flavor.
yes. As James said, that the scotch drinkers only put 3 cubes of ice.
Right.
We said, fuck that shit. We're going with 3 stones.
There you go.
This way, the scotch doesn't get watered down
There you go.
until we add water.
And as you can see, there are 3
Stones.
stones
Yes.
in these glasses.
So, this one is the Caribbean Smooth, and it's finished in rum casks. So, Caribbean rum, and shall we smell it?
Not bad. Not bad.
I have to admit, I dipped my cigar in it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Now, the nose is supposed to be a brown sugar with notes of apple and caramel. Caramel, not caramel. Caramel.
Look at it, Andrew.
Got it.
Trying to set the house on fire. Now that I know what I'm supposed to be smelling, I can almost
Yeah,
hit that apple caramel almost a little bit.
I got a little bit of caramel. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Was it caramel?
Yeah, it's spelled caramel. Fuck.
Fucking communists.
Anyways, we've smelled it. Now, shall we give it the first taste?
Well, let's do that.
Salud.
Salud. It's a lot darker, by the way.
I think that might be the stones.
Well, I'm looking through the side here.
Yeah.
It seems to be darker than the other 2.
Well, possibly.
But, I mean, it don't look like it in that bottle, but
No, I gave you more water than James.
Okay.
So
He's trying to keep me conscious during this.
I'm trying to keep myself conscious.
We've noticed.
That.
let the record state that for the first time, I'm not the first one to start doing this number.
What? I'm just not sure about cigar lip. Sorry.
I'm not saying anything.
No judging.
None whatsoever. I am not the law. Stallone, Judge Dredd.
Right.
I am the law.
You're the law. You're the law. What? Good documentary, by the way.
Yes. And it's weird how, not to get off on a tangent, but you look at him and he explains why his face is the way it is.
Yeah.
And
It was during childbirth when they got the salad spoons or
Yeah.
whatever. They
Rallis.
caused
Yeah.
nerve damage in his side of his face, so he had to get that snarl.
But if you look, as he's gotten older, that upper lip, it's gotten more of a snarl.
Mm-hmm.
So, there it is, folks. Okay, so what do you taste, James?
It's a little bitier.
Okay.
And it may be because we got the stones instead of ice. So it hasn't sat there and diluted yet.
Yes.
You know, that I thought about that after I tasted it. I'm like, that seemed a little bitier than the other two.
Mm-hmm.
But that could be it because we're just getting the pure Scotch and not any water at this point.
Right.
But it's still pretty smooth.
Okay.
It's not, I mean, it's not like, oh, Jesus Christ, where's the fucking water or the soda water or whatever you want to call it.
Right, right.
I don't know. I mean, my palate ain't that fucking good that I can taste what cherry and apple and caramel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the notes.
Yeah.
Now the palate, biscuit cereal notes slip into dark brown sugar. Now, here's what I'm going to say about dark brown sugar.
Should be back to visit.
I may or may not have seen a dancer named Brown Sugar.
Yeah.
Brown
Brown sugar.
Pour some brown sugar on me. Andrew, what do you taste?
This is a little more, has more bite.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a 6.
No.
We
haven't done
haven't-
it without the water yet.
Yeah. We just added the water, bro. Wow. Hey. Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. But yeah, I gotta agree. Without the melted ice, yeah, I mean there is a little bit more of a bite to it. Again, I can feel it on the back of my tongue. It's definitely not a whiskey. I'm not really tasting like the rum flavoring or anything.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only one way to truly find out. We got a little bit of a liquid death in here.
There you go.
Natural mountain spring water. So I mean, there's only one thing left to do.
Salud.
Salud, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
So this is saying that the finish is tropical fruit from Caribbean rum casks. I'm not tasting the tropical fruit.
No, I'm not either.
Not really. There's something there. I guess when you think of tropical fruit or brown sugar, you're thinking of a sweet. There's
Sugar.
nothing that is remotely sweet about it, for sure.
Well, okay. So
But maybe after with the water, maybe I am tasting a little of a fruitiness, but it's definitely not a sweet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah. Now, on the sweetness scale, and this is coming from Dewar's, this one is 3 out of 5. The French is a 4 out of 5, and the Japanese is a 5 out of 5.
I didn't think any of them tasted sweet.
But then smoothness, the Japanese and the French are a 3 out of 5, and this is a 4 out of 5.
I would do that completely backwards. I thought the Japanese was smoother,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then the French,
Mm-hmm.
and then this one.
So, what are you going to rate this, sir?
It's not bad. I mean, I could, the way I drink scotch with a cup of ice and water on top of it and everything. Yeah, I can drink it, but I'm gonna have to give this one a 6.
Okay. Andrew.
Six is as high that I would go on this.
Okay. Wow.
No higher than that.
He didn't even drink all of his.
No, he didn't.
Well, okay.
No.
Change your mind, any?
More water?
Please.
Okay.
We haven't had a live spewing
No.
on J&M. We don't need that.
No.
I don't plan to do that
Okay.
yet, but
Okay. Okay. For me, it's my least favorite of the 3. I've got to agree that the smoothness factor, it's not smooth.
Yeah, their scale. I don't know what their scale was rated, how they rate the smooth, but
Yeah, I mean
so my smooth taste. Yeah, it's flip flop.
Yeah. Now I will say that sweetness flavor, it's definitely lowest
Right.
on the totem pole. I'm gonna have to give this a 5,
Oh, okay.
to be completely honest.
I'd buy that.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not mad at you.
a 17 out of 30, still over 500.
Right.
Overall, what would you rate the 3-pack overall?
Overall, I would give it probably. Go back to your first. I'd probably give it an 8 because it's definitely worth. Because there's a definite difference. It ain't like they just took 3 bottles and slapped some labels on it and poured the same Dewars in each one.
Right.
If you're a Scotch person and you're wanting to try something a little different, Yeah, I'd give it an 8. Give it a try.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that expensive,
Yeah.
you know.
For what you're getting,
Right.
you're getting
mean-
Right.
you're getting 3. What do you think that is? Like
Or pint bottles.
pint bottles?
I'm sure. Yeah.
3 pint bottles of 8-year-old Scotch
Right.
from 3 different regions of the world.
I don't know if they're from the world or if they're, I mean, just like say Scotch is going to be made in Scotland.
Right.
But it's,
But you've got Japanese casks,
right.
you have French casks,
Right.
and then you have Caribbean casks.
Right.
So those casks had to be brought to Scotland.
Right.
Yes, it was made in Scotland,
Right.
but the finish is from all
Right.
over the world.
Right.
Andrew, overall rating of all 3.
The package.
Not my package.
7.
Okay.
You heard him. He gave my package a 7.
Yep.
No.
7 out of 100.
Package. Sorry. Not your package. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over all the applause.
Not your package. This package.
You know, I'm gonna for my personal opinion, and that at $1.50 will get you a cup of coffee in any diner in the United States. I'm gonna have to give this pack the overall package a 6.
I buy that.
Just because, number one, I'm not a Scotch drinker.
Right.
And if I could find the Japanese Smooth in a bottle all by itself, oh, fucking all day long.
Right.
But if I had to buy this,
Right.
it's like, okay, this is getting drank. The French cask is getting drank on a special occasion. The Caribbean,
Not so much.
that's going to be like when Stu Him Production Studio North is 100% fully functional. When somebody comes up to do a podcast from Studio North, it'll be like, here you go, bro. But I mean, that's like, you know, who knows how long it's going to be sitting there. But
Like I say, the reason I gave it that high of rating is like I say, it's a mixture, and if you're a Scotch drinker,
right,
it's worth a try.
right, no, exactly,
You know.
and I get that. So, what do we got there? We've got
8, 6, and 5.
15, 21. 21 out of 30 for the overall package,
Right.
which I think is pretty damn good.
Right.
And, you know, I think that, I mean, there you go, folks. If you have the ability to find the 3-pack, the box looks a lot like this. And I'm not just doing this to cover up Andrew. I'm actually showing you what the box looks like. And if you pay attention, if you are viewing this podcast, you will see a picture of it right around in here at the beginning and right now of what this package looks like. If you are a Scotch drinker, I say pick it up. If you've never had Scotch, but you're wondering, is Scotch for you? I would say still pick it up.
Yeah.
Because it is worth it to try it out. Because again, it's a pint bottle per, but it's still pretty decent. But yeah,
It's funny. We stair step down
yeah.
because I poured this one,
Mm-hmm.
then you poured that one,
Yep.
then you poured that one.
Yeah.
you kept getting heavier.
Yeah. I mean, go
That's
big or
why-
go home.
That's why Andy's nodding.
Yes. But But on that note, you have just watched the longest episode of Stu Him Productions Presents
J&M Solve the World
Alcohol Review.
I have been James.
And I have been Matt. And on behalf of this guy, Mr. Andrew,
Thank you for picking up the scotch.
Yes, we greatly appreciate it, along with the stogies that we are smoking, because, I mean,
They were freebies.
Could you do a decent scotch without having a stogie?
Right.
I mean, seriously.
You know, the stogies were freebies from the week before.
We don't care. You brought stogies. That's good.
Yeah.
So, all right, fair enough.
But you keep one fist in the gold, one foot in the gutter, and we will be seeing you.
Peace.